Nebraska may be home to the Cornhuskers, but Nebraska City is all about apples.
Usually every single person it seems like we talk to, they can't believe how big the place is once they actually get on site.
For more than 90 years, families have made the Kimmel Orchard and Vineyard an annual destination.
Our main mission is education. We want people to take something away that, wow, I learned this today, that I had no idea that this was here in Nebraska, that you could grow fruit in Nebraska like this.
Sharing fresh fruit and understanding about how we get our food. Nebraska City has a long love story with trees. Arbor Day was founded here in 1872, and by the 1920s, this area was a booming hub for orchards.
In 1925, Richard and Lorraine Kimmel started Kimmel Orchard. It started out as just a little roadside stand, and there's still some original pillars along the inside of this building. Fast forward many years later, what we've got all behind us, this is a new addition that was put in 2000, 2001, so it's kind of evolved over time.
Visitors can check out the equipment and what's in season.
We start in late May with strawberries. Into June we do cherries. From cherries we move into peaches, which peaches take up about 2 months. We also grow blackberries during that span. And then when we get into the fall, we've got Asian pears, and our big crop, which is apples, that is about half of the acres that we have planted right now is in apples. And then we also finish out the year with pumpkins.
Grab a bag or box, then climb aboard for a hayrack ride into the orchard.
With U-Pick, you get a hayrack ride, and it takes you around the whole 80 acres that is on site right here. It's very interactive, and it's a great eye-opener for any of our guests to come see.
Families see that for themselves, because at Kimmel, you pick your own fruit.
People can bring their families and friends, whoever they want to bring, out into the orchard, and they can experience the real up close and personal, and they can pick their food so they know exactly where it came from. Right now we have about 100 acres of production. That's with all of our fruits and vegetables. We're switching from a high access, which is the normal standard trees what you think of an orchard, and we are switching to the high density, which is the apple trees on a 3-foot spacing between each tree on a trellis system, and we are doing that here at Kimmel to increase our production per acre.
The orchard is full of ways to learn, from displays around trees and plants to the Kimmel Tree Dome Nature Trail. The orchard partners with the University of Nebraska, offering microscopes and interactive displays.
Mr. Kimmel always had a passion for education. When he first started this, he actually brought down UNL Extension to help him start the orchard, give him guidance in learning. We've taken that model and today we brought in, and the UNL is a big part of what we do. We've got a partnership with the entomology group right now focusing on pollinators.
We hope here at Kimmel Orchard that everyone walks away with at least one educational experience.
So we recently put in our Duran Whalen single lane sorter. What this machine has allowed us to do is, number one, it educates our guests. They get to see how their fruit is sorted. What this machine does is it takes 50 images of each apple, and it's grading that apple on what the computer sees, and it's taking the human element of sorting out. So what people are getting is a more consistent, uniform product, which I think people are thrilled to have.
From the Kimmel kitchen to the on-site store, no one leaves this orchard hungry.
We have fresh goodies, lots of canned products. We have our wines.
Like Kimmel's original apple pie wine, part of their full wine selection here. Take a bottle home or visit the tasting room to escape and unwind.
Once they step out and they actually get to experience the outdoors, they'll see that we have a recently installed playground outside, pollinator playground. It's focused on educating the public on how pollinators help us produce what we actually grow here, and the necessity of having bees and pollinators on our property.
The University of Nebraska Extension Office also conducts research in this vineyard, using their data to help all of the Nebraska wine industry. What one man started in 1925 has become an agricultural paradise, especially during the Applejack Festival every fall.
Applejack Festival is the third weekend of September. It's by far our biggest festival. It's a celebration of the apple harvest. It was started 50 years ago, and it's grown every year since. We range from anywhere from 60 to 80,000 people that come to our small town of 7,000, so it is quite a quite an event. We even see multiple returnees throughout the year. This year we had the Strawberry Festival, and people were finding out that we grow peaches, we grow pears, we have apples, saying we have to come back, and we do see repeat customers. And it's not even just within a year, it's over the course of 10 years, it's kind of crazy to see little kids that were here when they were babies. They're this tall now, and they're coming here, and they've said that the reason that they want to keep coming here is because their grandparents were coming here as kids. It's a tradition. It's a fall tradition. It's a summer tradition. People love to come down here.
At the end of the day, or season, that is what folks here at the Kimmel Orchard and Vineyard hope for: to send home visitors with a basket full of apples and a heart full of memories.
They can come, bring their families, bring their children, and they can just enjoy the day picking apples, and they can, in the process, learn how that apple came to be.